It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Voyagers, rangy linebacker. He's a nightmare to deal with in the front seven. It's the Voyagers and the Black Knights, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, think about this Melbourne club entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Parisian ball club, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That's complete to Whitaker. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This one brought in by Aiken. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of him. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Cody. He gets it complete to Harris. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg. Drew. And able to find Aiken, complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Cody. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Cody. This is Booker on the dump off. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Whitaker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Off the bootleg. Drew. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Drew. He will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His 4th catch already in this 1st quarter. It's a 1st down. In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 7 and 4 at the 36-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Second down and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Operating from the gun. Drew. Catch left side here by Aiken. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Drew. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
This is Anderson over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 3. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Cody. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
No, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talked about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Off play action. Drew. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Parks. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Cody.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
So they send 4 guys out wide, keep it back in to protect, but the linebacker still gets to him before there's time to throw. They've got to get some kind of contact on him, slow him down. Otherwise, he'll continue to sit on the quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hands it off out of the gun. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Staying on his feet. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Booker on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Drew. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 1. Drops it underneath for Booker. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Cody. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Cody. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cody, and he's got Booker. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. On the draw, it's Booker. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Able to shake him off. Shreds the tackle, and he's taken down inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Out left to Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 20-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Automatic first down.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Booker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Right back to Booker. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. There's a nice move. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Drew.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Drew able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Melbourne ready to go again on offense.
And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Running again, and again it's Booker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Cody. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Voyagers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down,
Drew, he's got his target. That's complete.
and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Drew looking for a slot man, and he's got him. A gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Drew. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
He finds his man complete. It's Whitaker. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Whitaker. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Operating from the gun, Cody. Harris has it over the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Cody. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He finds his man complete. That's Parks. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
The 33-yard line.
In motion is Anderson.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there. But
there he goes, left side. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Voyagers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing to start the drive. Drew. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. A little over 2 minutes to play. The road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They go with Booker up the gut. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. From the gun on 3rd down. Cody, that is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Up the middle with Booker. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The Paris offense out to have another go at it. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Drew. And oh, he coughed it up.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And some room to work. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
That's complete to Whitaker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Over the middle, complete. It's Whitaker. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. Eluding. And I think the ball's out. And this will go out of bounds. So no recovery. And that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out. They have the big second half. And that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Melbourne, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Paris,
things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.